The joys and struggles intertwine. A dance unique, one of a kind. Amidst the cloud of smoke, thoughts fly. Together we rise, reaching for the sky. Under the stars, our spirits unite. Conversations flow from day into night. Healing and laughter as we ignite. Motherhood, sex and marijuana inside. Talk to me, let's explore the scene.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's
Hello,
up, Queen?
everybody. Motherhood, sex,
Marijuana is in the motherfucking building. That's right.
Yes. Girl,
What's up, everybody? Thank you.
How do you feel? Because this is the show before the show. Because we got the show coming up, man. Oh my goodness, how are you feeling?
Oh my goodness, I feel very grateful, to say the least. Such a magnificent team. Shout out to IRAT Network. Shout out to our producers. We got DJ Dr. Hollywood. We got Mr. Logic. We got Paper Posh. And shout out to our sponsors too, man.
Facts.
What the hell? We got sponsors?
What? We got sponsors with
Grateful.
That's plural, girl.
Thank you.
We got Lux Lemonade. We got Only Balls.
Come on.
We got
what Evergreen DJ Company.
Evergreen DJ,
come on.
Food Cuisine. Yes.
Come on.
We got Lolo Baked in the building.
Come on.
Yes.
Man,
indeed.
Thank you all so much. We love you.
And of course, Motherhood Sex Marijuana is going to give you a little gift too. So yes, it's going to be a good
We're going to give love back. For sure. You know what? I'm going to talk more about this later, but we haven't even talked about the musical talent that's going to be coming through to rock the motherfucking place. I would say rock the house, but we're going to be in the park. So it's going to rock the spot. And we're going to give you some eargasms. Let's just say that. And I'm so grateful, too, to have our guest that we have. Do you want to go ahead and introduce him? He's been on here before, but still, he deserves an introduction.
Oh, absolutely. First and foremost, he was on our show before. He's definitely a good friend of the podcast. He used to live in New York, but now he has moved to the West Coast. So we most certainly want to get all up on his business from the top to the bottom, from the rooter to the tutor. We gonna be all up in you. So yes,
yeah, just like y'all gonna like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. All up in that booty hole.
Daryl and Polly, the shooter's dad, high society events.
So many things.
Hey, don't forget the daddy. The man is doing a lot since moving to the West Coast.
So much. He got a beautiful furry baby too. That guy is adorable, you know.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Come on, man. Welcome back.
You gotta excuse me. I'm not really in love with pets, but go ahead.
Everybody can't be perfect, you know.
Welcome back,
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Hey, he's from New York. He's gonna just tell us like it is.
Yo, y'all gonna stop. Hold on. Y'all gonna stop that. I am from Jersey. I'm a better educated New Yorker. That's it.
Oh yes, that's right.
I'm gonna stay out of this conversation.
No. I do remember. Yes, the clouds are parting, and I do remember that. Yes, you lived in Jersey.
Because I'm just mad, swaggy, and real. But
you are mad swaggy.
The tri-state area has a tendency to keep the swag up. Yes, it did. But I am so glad to see you, and I'm glad that you jumped into our inbox in order to make this happen. But so, what's been going on with you? Talk to us.
Well, since the last time I spoke to y'all, I mean, like I probably lived like 3 different lifetimes.
As the life be, lifing.
Yeah. A lot of things have happened. but a lot of things have formulated from that, you know. So I went through a lot of personal changes in life, which formulated a lot of things that I'm working on right now, especially the whole "don't forget the daddy" concept.
That's right.
And then I just packed up my dog and my Jordans, and I moved across country, and I found paradise. You know,
because the West Side's the best side. I'm sorry, it's just it needs to be said. You know what I mean? I can't say
I'm
it
like
enough.
I'm like the gatekeeper now. I'm like at the gateway to the West. You know.
Okay, all right. Say what you want. But thank you so much. So it's okay. So you've been doing a lot of things, transitions and what have you. What has changed? What's the most like the biggest thing that's changed from when we last talked to you? Besides moving.
Probably the biggest thing would be me. I mean, last time I spoke to you, I was probably at the beginning of my my whole process, my whole growth process. And you know, I went through a lot of things, good and bad. And you know, I feel like I'm coming out the other side. Like I feel like I've done my work, you know, and I have learned my lessons and I've applied what I needed to. And I'm finding myself, you know. One big thing I am excited about it. So about 15 years ago, an old timer told me, life starts when you're 40. Everything before that is research. And now I
heard that.
I sit here at 39 years old, you know, just figuring myself out, you know, figuring out who I am, what I want to do, what my purpose is. And it's exciting. And, you know, that's kind of a message I try to push now because we put mad pressure on ourselves at 27, at 30 years old. Like, oh my God, I got to be. No, all that is just, you know, anchors around your neck. Experience stuff, live, and learn. So
that's right. And speaking of which, my question to you, Mr. Impali, is yes, that is what's up. She's absolutely right. How do you work on caring for your inner child, keeping in mind your role as a parent and a provider? And how important is it to you now?
I honestly am so proud of how I balanced that out. My son just turned 20 years old. My oldest son.
Oh shit!
20,
Congratulations! Happy birthday!
Thank you. And that's been my best friend the past 20 years. And I mean I've mentioned this recently to friends. I am so proud of the way that. So I kind of think being a clown with my kids really helped a lot. Like I've always been able to talk shit with my kids and joke and on some real jovial brotherly shit. And then immediately at the drop of a dime, switch to a dad that is on top of you. And I need an answer that is rational and logical. And they accept that transition without any lag, any disrespect,
that's right.
Like we could go from, they understand that, you know, I fuck with you, you know, we're peoples, you know, but my job is to prepare you for life. So we're good at any time, but anytime something pops up that interferes with, or it's just a moment for me I love teaching moments. So I'll go from joking to teaching like a psychopath that I am, real like bipolar like, and they, you know, accept it and they roll with it and then they retain it and adjust to it. So I think I have masterfully balanced that. Cool dad, but disciplinarian teacher.
Get on your ass when needed, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love that you said that because I feel like that's like the graduation stage of parenthood. You know what I'm saying? Where you can, you know, be a friend, not a friend, but in a good person that they can reach out to and talk to about anything. But they know they know not to cross a certain line, and if they do cross a certain line, you're there to check that shit real hard and real swift, as you should. You know what I mean? And then they know the difference.
Yeah, I'll say some ignorant shit, and then I'll take you on a lecture for the next 2 hours.
And both things are love. Both actions, both intentions are love. And it's not going to just be daisies. Just like in life, it's not going to be daisies.
It's not going to be daisies at all. But one thing I definitely want to know, because you said paradise. So I need to hear about this paradise. What kind of blows on skirt paradise you found in Denver? No, talk to me.
Colorado, to be exact.
Yeah, I mean, since I've been here, it's been about 70 degrees for the past like 9 months. East Coast, y'all got hit with some bad snow this year, right? I didn't even take out my heavy jacket yet.
Now that I do remember from living in Seattle.
That
was an advantage. Correct.
It's beautiful. And you know what? I traded the New York skyline view for the Rocky Mountains, and let me tell you, it's such a better view.
Healing.
I could kick it with people here. I like talking to people. I like walking up to people and just engaging.
That part.
I help a lot of people that way.
Beautiful.
And
you know what? That's life, right?
That's life. No, Ruby. That's life on the West Coast. Because on the West Coast,
I mean, in terms of hills and valleys, it's not always like, for instance, I never thought I would want to live out here. When I was 20 years old, I wouldn't be wanting to live in fucking Portland, Oregon. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah,
but at this point in life, I enjoy the slower pace. I enjoy the cheaper rent. I enjoy the ability to live on my income with my children and not have to ask anybody for anything and not feel like I have to do all this. So but it's so different, right? It just based on like kind of where you're at in life. And I think one great thing about traveling in itself is like, you just see fresh views of things, whether you're going to live there permanently or not. So salute to you and your journey. I love that.
And first of all, that also tells you that Miss Storm over here didn't like the people that just walked up to her and talked to her. I mean, yes, that's how me and Ruby met, but
you didn't like that either.
I was just like, what you talking about? I was just like, chill out. Come on, what the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? Come on.
What is this? All the time, no? Yeah, no, I really do appreciate like being able to meet and engage with new people. And honestly, it does matter where you are in life. Like, it took me suddenly losing everything I built for 15 years, and being at like a bottom to make this move. My whole family moved out here 20 years ago. I stayed in Jersey. I'm a Jersey boy. I like that shit. And 4 or 5 years ago, I thought my life would be in a totally different place right now. I had been a union crane mechanic for going on 10 years, in a very long, miserable marriage, and I just figured, I got to ride this shit out, 13 more years. Like that was my mindset. There was no cannabis, no therapy, like the things that I feel ashamed about now. 5-6 years ago, like leave me alone with that stupid shit. So it's a process of growth that we're always on, and where you are, depends on
your needs. Sure. Speaking of needs, I'm definitely gonna get into your trousers because we didn't even talk about that at all. Because you kind of were in a position where you didn't really, I don't know what it was. But how good?
I remember what it was. But I ain't want to gossip. You ain't heard that from me. No, you haven't.
Things are that's how things are. There's human, interactions. Sometimes we realize what we thought we may have wanted. And it's okay, right? So are you in a relationship now, first of all?
Absolutely not. No, I'm not.
Okay.
And so absolutely not with bass in your throat.
All right. And
why do we have such space?
I'll probably never be in a relationship again in my life. As I learned myself, so this first off, I was in a relationship my entire adult life. A dedicated relationship. I was a father and a husband. And that took away from all the growth that I had lacked because I didn't put a lot of things into myself. I love solitude. I adore. Right now, it's me and my dog, and I love it. When I crave social interaction, I can go find it because I'm like
social.
a social butterfly. I can go out to any room, and I have no problem engaging with anybody. But I prefer the solitude. And I've given a lot to other people, So in learning myself, I find that I go through, and I've accepted it. I go through phases. There's periods where I obsessively want to be around someone. And then at the flip of a switch, I don't want to pick up my phone for anyone for 3 or 4 days because now I'm like drained, and I need to recharge.
I feel it.
And most people will take that personal. And it's nothing personal. This is, if I spend 3 days around a lot of people, I need 5 by myself. That's not.
I feel it.
That's not fair.
I feel it because.
So
No, I feel it because if what I'm saying. What I'm hearing you say is that you dealt with a relationship for a long time, and now you're trying to learn yourself, and in the path of learning yourself,
I'm falling in love with my fucking.
You're
that part.
Yourself, and you're enjoying your time by yourself, learning yourself. So at this time, you're like, this is all I have time for. This is all I have energy for. Yeah. And if I want to engage with other motherfuckers, I engage with other motherfuckers. But if I don't, then I could just fucking D&D myself, and that's it.
Yeah, I could easily go out, be charming, run some game, and have a good night. And you know what the beauty about Denver is? This is a young city. There is a lot of young, non-committal people here. So, it's right up my alley.
This is very true. And you know what I love?
So, no, wait. Yes. Let's follow up on that. Okay, so what kind of people are we finding? Like, what's the level of culture? I mean, culture like this and not like this. I mean, culture like this and not like this.
Oh no, it's a lot of white girls.
Saying, of course.
But he's white too, so it doesn't, that kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah.
On some real shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just assumed you were Hispanic. I apologize.
Oh no, I got my mama's nose.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Sir,
I'm confused.
If you would have asked me, I would have told them that yes, that's a Dominican man. If you would have asked me, I would have told the whole world, yes, that's a Dominican man. Yes,
I wouldn't have corrected.
That man is Dominican.
I'll let you rock with that.
That man is Dominican.
No, you're biracial, right? You're white and black. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm German, Irish, Italian, and black.
Okay. So I mean, I've been to Colorado a couple of times. It's not very different from Oregon in a sense. Although, I will say that I totally feel what you were saying, Daryl, in the terms of what you're saying really is you're falling in love with yourself, or you're in love with yourself. You are your relationship. That's who you're married to right now, besides your dog, right? Oh, your dog's your kid, whatever. But I know how y'all animal parents get. So, but I'm saying, like, really, there's such a freedom. And what it is, it's the way that I interpret it is, it's not that you're limiting yourself. It's not that you're even coming from a place of anything negative. It's more like you've done, what the alternative is, and you're giving yourself the space to really like practice what you preach. And what you preach, what I'm guessing you've preached all this time was maybe to your kids, be your best, do what you want to do, shit like that, right? So I think we need to sometimes take our own advice. Like, you know what I mean? I found myself giving my older kids a lot of advice that I wasn't even taking. And so I really am so for, hey, what is it that I could do to help my dreams come true? Do you guys hear that clicking noise? It sounds like someone's like eating something.
And not for nothing, I was trying to figure out what the fuck it was, but it damn sure ain't me.
Yeah, I don't know.
But either way, yes, because we damn sure can't keep dead air going. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, but hello, we are online. This bitch is recording. Yes, it is. It's recording.
Yeah. But no, we were talking about the freedom, and I love that because I'm in a similar space. Although I told one of my partners that, hey, I'm in a relationship with myself. That's the love of my life. Now I'm in a relationship with you too. It's not a conventional one. It's not a traditional one or whatever, but that's okay. It's a relationship nonetheless. So I do love intimacy. I wish I could go out, mac on somebody real quick and get some, which I could, but it wouldn't be satisfying in the same way. It's just not. I already on this journey of knowing myself and knowing what my parameters are, and also trying to satisfy my sexual hunger. It's like, okay, I'm going to allow myself freedom, but it's got to make sense for me. What does that mean?
And then also too, Rue, it also is gotta be a level of, you know, connection and aura, because there's a lot of evil. Exactly. There's a lot of evil energy walking around, and you know what I'm saying? And not everybody in your life.
And they'll
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not
interested in something good
and
drain your motherfucking energy. So you gotta actually be real careful. And the way he's doing it, he's working on himself, so that therefore anybody that is attracted to that energy is somebody that's also working with themselves. Right. You know, working on themselves, and trying to figure themselves out. And if they can't, you know what I mean? And if they can't fit in, then they need to fucking, you know, fit the fuck out.
For me to share my life with anybody moving forward, you got to be exceptional. Like, you have to be exceptional, and you have to be rational, and you have to be
emotionally intelligent.
So, you know, we're fooled growing up that love is all you need. And love is the bare fucking minimal. You need a lot more than love. You could probably get by with everything else and not having fucking love. Honestly. Love
it has to be love, and trust has to be
you gotta have similar and fucking teaching habits, similar interests. You have to you gotta smoke
even then.
You got to understand why I put so much weed in each joint that I roll up. So every time it's not like, you got to put that much in there again. Like little things like that.
And even then, if there's the similarities, there's still whatever there are differences. The differences aren't that ridiculous or great that they you know, they can't be, you know, overlooked and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're within fucking reason.
Yeah.
Because again, my husband doesn't smoke as much as I do, but not at one point does he ever question if he see me rolling yet another blunt. It's never, oh, you want another one? It's always is, okay, I ain't gonna smoke with you because I'm done. That's cool. I don't want you to.
And I respect that. But not
and it's about your values. It's about the alignment. Like, I could just want somebody that wears green socks. That's okay, because that's what I want. And so again, you might find that as you journey on in your life, what you wanted before, you might not want now. I know that because I'm speaking for myself too. So
I was a very codependent person. I was afraid to, to be my magical self. I dumbed that shit down for a long time. I felt people's energies. I could feel when it makes people uncomfortable when I walk in a room. So most of my life, I fucking quelled that, and I put a lot of my self-worth into other people's opinion of me in the moment.
Comfort.
And you know, now that I, you know, love myself, I enjoy myself. You know, it has really helped me be free and not like I don't need to chase anyone's opinion of me. I don't need to wear a mask. You know, so you know, altogether it's a freeing thing, and I find that this may be my purpose is sharing, you know, this now, because over the past couple of years since we spoke last, I probably spoke to hundreds of men of all different ages, all different backgrounds, just from me starting to be vulnerable and share things that I was going through, things I was reading, growths that I was coming through. And you know, a lot of us are going through the same shit at the same time, and we wear these masks, and nobody communicates, and we think it's some isolated shit that each one of us are going through. And once we start talking about it, you know, we start helping each other just by sharing our story.
Right.
Anytime you speak about something, there's somebody that went through it or somebody that's just beginning to go through it. Either way, somebody's going to get help through just sharing. So
yes, and you're absolutely right. There's power in that. Is that what Don't Forget About the Daddies is? Or can you correct me if I didn't say it right?
Yeah. So there's a whole, you know me, I like to talk a lot of shit. So I play around with the daddy thing a lot. But the whole premise behind Don't Forget the Daddy is, you know, men's mental health awareness, specifically because, you know, the past few years in the society that we've been in, it's been, and I love women. And I love a man-woman dynamic. Like, I'm very adamant about that. Like, as far as a partnership goes, like, that is like a masterful dynamic when you get it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we have been flooded with too much women in blah, 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 especially at a time in society where men are extremely vulnerable and beat up and beat down and insecure and unsure. I kind of feel like, you know, even scared to speak up. And me, since I'm not chasing any vagina because I've had enough of it, I can speak up without worrying about, will it risk me being able to get laid? You know,
that's
that's what
baloney.
holds a lot of men back.
Fuck
They
all
don't
that.
want to speak up because, you know, they don't get enough, you know, action.
Or they're getting hated by women that, like you said, are have that type of mentality
I think the
of a
power is
man.
in the,
So,
you know.
You said it. It's insecurity. That's some insecurity not to be able to be vulnerable. And this whole men can't cry business, I don't know who the fuck came up with that, but rooted in that idea it's not only unrealistic, and tears actually, on just like a biology thing, they literally are necessary. Okay. So I don't know
all of us
where
are human.
people, yeah.
That's
And
the
so I
point.
don't
That's the
think,
point, Ru. All of us
yeah.
are human.
Yeah.
We all feel. We all
Period.
have feelings. We get hurt by shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It just like, I mean, even when you hear about a man, you know, a man finding, you know, a woman or a woman finding a man and they cheating and they decide to, you know, do bodily harm and whatnot. You know, that is a passion because of the fact that how hurt they were, because they were, you know what I'm saying, they trusted that partner. They were, you know,
It's
they
emotional.
were
It's an emotion. It's emotional.
It's an emotional. Yeah.
And then all of a
drive.
sudden you find out that they've been breaking that trust, that they've been living a double, triple, however quadruple life they've been living. And it's like, now you got to question everything. And then again, we live in a society right now where all kinds of things are going on. People are doing all things and everything. And it's like, you gotta also say to yourself, do I gotta turn around and give you a background check, or do I gotta worry if I put down my phone, what you gonna do with my phone, if you gonna cash app yourself some money, or you gonna just steal, you know what I mean? Like, you
grimy
gotta work,
shit.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
All kind of things are going on.
All I know that I have to do is trust my intuition. My gut
that
tells
part.
me who the fuck you are
Facts.
immediately. And the problem in my life is I have overlooked that, thinking that I might know better. I might see something better. Or just because I like to I'm comfortable in chaos. So I like to toe that line. So
Okay.
I know who you are. And I don't question it now. And I don't, you know what? I could be wrong. Chances are I'm not, and I'm good with that. If I am wrong, I've seen
Intuition
enough.
is the key. And you know what? I had to stop myself from this narrative in my mind where a dude has to like buy me something. Like, fuck, like no one has to buy me shit. I don't need to buy nobody shit.
No.
But there's nothing wrong with me wanting to be like, damn, I really love this dude. Like, I want to spoil him because my heart tells me that that's good. And there's too much narrative out there that says that this or that, where if it does not feel right in your spirit, the intuition, you don't let it listen to that garbage. That's that own person's perception of what they think human relationships should be.
Right.
But I kid you not, if you were to spend one day with this motherfucker or just be a fly on the wall with whomever they're involved with, you'll know exactly what real time it is. Anybody can get up on this internet and shit and pretend like they're relationship experts, they're sex experts, they got the biggest and whatever. Fuck you. I'm sorry. You know what? I had to go off on somebody today, and I'm just like, Rue, calm down.
You know, first of all, most people have no idea what they're doing when it comes to sex. That is most people go unsatisfied sexually for the majority of the time, and they lie to themselves.
Yes.
But beyond that,
lie to themselves, lie to their partners. You know what I mean? And then and that which brings the whole, you know what I'm saying, down low or secret, or you doing this, or it's just
or you wrote this contract and now you can't even look at somebody or like someone's picture.
Yeah. It's back to that love thing though. So I have come to the understanding that we're gonna love many people in our life, thousands of people in our life. We're gonna love on many different levels. We're gonna love people that we once disliked, and we're gonna hate people that we once loved. This shit is ever changing and ever evolving. Sure. And we put too much into like things have to be forever.
Lofty dreams.
No, now I've learned to just be in the moment. You know, so for me, I'm an emotional person. Like, I love passion. I love to love. If I like you, I fucking love you. If I don't like you, I kind of fucking hate you. And
that's a contrast.
And you know what? If I'm with
but
you,
it's real. But it's real. And the fact is that anybody that deals with you, the way you said it shows that anybody that deals with you knows what you bring into the table. They not confused. They not confused. They not, you know what I'm saying, going to somebody talking about, I don't know, maybe he think, maybe. No, you already laid it on the table. They know what time it is.
I'm with you.
They stupid.
Hey.
You know? My dog gets it. That's why me and him still rocking.
Oh, I feel you. I just
truer words were never spoken.
Sorry.
You know,
I'm so sorry.
Old timer told me
because
that, you know, you lock your dog and your wife in the trunk for 6 hours and come back, the dog's gonna be happy you came back. I'm happy to see you.
Facts, because the wife is gonna come out and try to kill you. Because who the fuck and why the fuck and why would I be in the trunk? Like, nigga, why I gotta be in the trunk?
He pretty much just answered. He just answered the next question.
We
Which
gonna
was, what
fight
does it
before I
take?
even get in the. We gonna fight. We gonna have to fight before I even get in the trunk. Like I'm not now. We not just going. You know, I'm not just gonna walk in the trunk, nigga. Who you think this is?
So I have a question to regarding your dating his life, right? At what point, if at any, do you decide to introduce your children to your significant other or partner in the moment?
Never.
Okay, and why is that?
My kids are grown.
It doesn't matter
That's
to
what
them. Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
And you know what? So I have been in this situation multiple times throughout their lives, and it has never ever worked out. Yeah, I can't think of one time that has worked out. Well, it has worked out one time, and that was 20 years ago when my youngest son was introduced to my soon to be, or my wife before it was my wife, and we spent 17 years together from that point on. And she's a great mother to him, but she turned out to be a crazy evil person. So it was kind of like a delayed reaction with that one. But I have, in all my relationships, I've always been. I come from an era where we weren't taught how to value relationships. And anytime I needed attention, I can go get it from someone else. So that was my. So I've stepped out of my relationship many, many times. So I have left for periods of time and been in different relationships and tried to introduce my kid to another. It was uncomfortable situations, and I always put that my kids like comfort first. So that's why I would always end those situations. I put my head back down, and another 6 or 7 years, I'll just go to work, come home, coach basketball, bop, bop, bop. But every now and again, I was still
Love
20
that.
years.
I love that insight. Thank you. I mean, yep.
And I'm glad that he really said that. No, real talk. Hold on. I'm glad you actually put it out there like that, because at the end of the day, that shows honesty. That shows that you know what I'm saying, if whatever happened in the relationship, it definitely was some of her, but it also was some of you too.
Oh
you know what I mean?
I made her the evil person that she was throughout years of. I mean, you don't realize when you are 22 years old that in 10 years, which comes really fucking fast,
yes,
you're gonna be
that's what he said.
Totally different fucking person than you are right now. And that person that you have now, tied your life to, is gonna be a totally different person as well. If you're lucky, you will
grow
together. But for the most part, because we have egos, that is going to stop us from doing that, because there's a lot of you got to eat a lot of shit to grow together, both of you. And if you're two people that have not even come close to dropping those egos, it's going to be misery. The only reason my marriage lasted so long because of good sex, and we were stubborn, both of us.
That'll do it.
I'm gonna do this for my kids, and my kids are gonna have this. My kids each had their own room. They had backyards. They had a pool in the backyard. My kids had homes. They had
the American dream.
Yeah.
Only to find out, what does the American dream mean? And I wrote a song about it, and then I'm going to perform it in New York. I'm so glad that we talked about the dating thing. My kids, I never intended to introduce anybody to my kids, and I still don't. But my daughter had said something to the effect, because she does know that I'm dating. She said that she would want to be introduced to whomever is important to me. So I summed it up to, okay, if you're important to me, then maybe. But if it doesn't make sense, then it don't even matter. It would have to be like, because, okay, when I really love someone and I'm like, oh, I want to share my world with you, it's not about, like, I would love to do that. So I'm glad that we had that conversation. And then I'm glad to I guess, have the experience of bad experiences, I guess, watching bad experiences where I'm like, yeah, I don't want them to ever meet anybody that I'm just fucking. That's not necessary.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Right.
Yes. Can you give us any advice, or can you give any of the ladies advice when it comes to understanding the male counterpart? Like, how do we better understand you guys so that we can groove better, in your opinion?
So, probably the biggest thing I'd say, that comes to mind first is, and so I can only speak on me. Now I have
Exactly.
a unique ability to be very aware and self-aware, and I'm able to take a lot of things out of situations that maybe people might overlook. I find that for me, so like I said, I love very hard. So when it comes to relationships, I don't really want to cheat. Like, I don't have enough of that energy to give to multiple people. But I also grew up in an era of insecure men who crave constant validation.
Say that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that honesty.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good looking man.
Of
I'm
course.
intelligent. I'm
Yes,
well
indeed.
spoken. I'm
Of course.
attentive. I can go sit in front of any woman and have an engaging conversation and look you in your eyes, and in no time you're gonna be saying, "I love the way your brain works, and you're so cute," and blah 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 blah, and that shit feeds my ego there. So, when I lacked, and that was my own lack of growth at that point. But when I didn't feel I was getting that attention that I needed, I went and got it elsewhere, i.e., cheating.
Right, right, right.
So, and that is no like justification for cheating. But
No.
if you look at it from the standpoint there, it's not a personal thing. Now it's a emotional maturity thing, or it's my own insecurity, something that I have to get within myself.
Because
So
you lied. The
if you
lie is the wrong thing.
we're gonna work on that together rather than fight over it. Because when we fight, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get some attention somewhere else. So I mean,
So,
So,
so
so,
you
so, so, so that's what I'm. So, okay. So then, that's the question. Then, are we ever at the point? Are we at the point now where we could have a relationship with someone and say that I'm only fucking with you because I only want to be with you, and I ain't going to even be looking at these hoes because I don't got time for these hoes. I only got time for you. Are we at that point? Shoot, even he want to know, like, for real, dude. Are we at that point where that we could just chill with one chick, or do we still have the need to spread our
for
wings?
me,
he already said, nah,
Yes,
he ain't
sir.
trying to do all that.
so I don't. So I'm kind of. It's kind of like a limbo, because I don't crave a lot of female companionship now, like constantly. I don't. I like I like the generation I come from. We were fucking at a very young age.
I am aware of that generation.
Yeah, so
I'm
I
not talking
did that
about that
shit.
generation. I'm talking
Not
about right now,
me.
sir. I'm
Yeah,
talking
so
about 2020. I'm talking about
yeah, right now,
2026 at this
right,
time. At this
right
time.
now, I have full control over my sexual urges, which was probably the biggest growth of my
As a
life.
human.
So
Facts. Okay.
I don't crave or need or chase companionship.
You
Um,
attract.
I do attract, and I find that I attract exactly who I need to, but also I find that I don't think I'm ready yet. Like, I haven't been tested yet, but I get over people very quickly. Like,
I feel it.
very quickly. Like, I can be like obsessed with you in the moment, and then next week I'm over you.
Oh, damn.
And that is still my own shit that I got to get with. and that's not fair to anybody else. But I don't have a need to lie to anybody else. I'm not
Absolutely not.
I'm not. If we don't match, we don't match. I'm not, because a lot of times you will, or I find in my life, I have in the past, I have moved boundaries just because if somebody likes me, I don't want them to not like me.
That's some real
somebody
shit.
else is coming along. If we don't
Say
align, we don't
that.
align. I'm gonna step out the house
I'm doing the
tomorrow.
same shit.
Energy that I give off is gonna attract exactly what I need, as it does for me every single day.
Based on your values.
Yeah, I don't really see myself being able to be in another relationship because I am not made for who women desire. I am sarcastic as fuck. I say stupid shit a lot of times. I am very impulsive. I'm a lot. Like when I'm doing something, I'm doing it. And you know what? I don't need people to make me feel bad about any of that. Like
that
you gotta
part.
calm down, you gotta slow down, you gotta stop.
No, you ain't gotta do none of that.
Yeah, so
None of us do.
I ain't gotta do
for
nothing.
me, I don't see myself like me and my wife. My ex-wife were together for a very long time, and we were fucking around since 10th grade. Like that bond that we had was built for a very long time.
I feel it.
And it was a good bond. I mean, and we like, as far as like co-parents and co-workers in a relationship, we were like fucking a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
It was just ego and immaturity on both parts.
Well, you know what else happens in relationships? There seems to be this like possessiveness where it's like, you better not be looking over there. And it's like, I think that was one of my relationships was dead ass like that, where it's like, this is ridiculous. This doesn't even make sense. And this is irrational. So I think when we get to that point where, dang, like I'm not even acting in a natural manner, it fucked the expectations, everything. And that's where we tend to lose ourselves in this like illusion of we have to like keep this going or whatever mask we're doing.
If you're secure in yourself and you get your power and your worth from yourself, all of that shit just starts to fade away. Like things that I vied for, attention that I vied for before, I really don't now. And
because you've gone through a level of growth. That's definitely what is happening here. You have definitely gone through a level of growth. In that growth, you've discovered yourself. You discovered things that you loved and things that you need to work on. And it definitely
and it don't stop.
And it definitely don't sound like you don't need to be in any relationships anytime soon. For real.
I mean, the relationship, the person, everyone needs to be in a relationship with themselves, like dead ass. Like whether you're even if you're in one, please be in one.
Yes,
and I think that's one thing that we do here. Yes, that's one of the things we promote on here. Whatever pronoun you identify with. Okay. So I think also parenting too has shown me very weak side of me and very strong side of me, where it's like very surprising in both levels. And I think I really liked what you said, where you can check your kid in 1 second, be playing in another, and they will have no issues with that. And I think that means that they trust the leadership. I think a lot of us too forget, like I don't know if it's like you think you a owner. It's like you're not you a leader, you a teacher, but I don't think you a owner. So it's like my kids have taught me so much.
Something that I'm very proud about, my son. So my son and his friends, I came up, very, very intimately with them. I coached them in basketball. I drove them to tournaments. We drove for 17-hour rides together. So I had a very close relationship with these young men for many, many years. From 6th grade to 11th.
They become your babies.
Nice.
And they have a thing that they say when they hear someone say something deep or insightful, they'll say amongst themselves, "That's some Daryl shit." Like so, these kids
Compliment.
identify, insightful things with me, and something that I would say, and I'm very proud when I hear them say that, because it's like their whole lives have been hearing Daryl shit all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's up.
I use basketball to teach life a lot growing up. So I would transition a lot from a basketball lesson
Analogy.
into a life lesson. And so these kids, I think I have done a good
high
job.
level of mentoring, actually. A
Preparing
high
them for
level
life.
of mentoring.
Yeah.
Definitely a high level of mentoring and a high
But my
level of
kids-
preparation for
My
life.
kids are white too, so you're a white man in America, bro. If you don't get this shit with the gems that I have instilled in you, that's on you, buddy.
I've always said that it makes sense that you make use of white privilege. Absolutely, you most certainly should make
Hey,
use
listen,
of.
man. I got
Yeah.
green-eyed, red lips, pale face white boys. I've contributed to society, Whitey.
Exactly.
Well, you've also given them some melanin, so don't be proud of
Oh
that
no!
for
Oh
sure.
yes. That definitely is in there. That
Thank
definitely.
you
Yeah.
very much. Now,
And you know what? I
mhm,
also I want to make sure and talk about the fact that you spoke big about mental health and when it comes to men, because we want to make sure and let the people know that yes, we are big advocates of mental health all around the board,
yeah,
never mind especially for men,
absolutely.
because hello, again, we're all humans, we all have
So,
you never know when you know what I mean, when you are a person that needs a level of a therapist. Like case in point, I took both of my daughters the other day to get physicals, and because the middle child is 17, they let you know that you got to leave the room because they got to have teenage questions that you can't hear about, and I'm just like so I got to leave the room. And then when I come back, the doctor's telling me that, oh yeah, she want to see a therapist, and I'm like, oh, do what now? And then it's like, because of different conversations that I'm assuming she had with the doctor, that doctor came and told me that yes, she wants to see a therapist, and I just when I asked her about it, I made sure like, yo, you for real, or or is she just saying that just because? And then it's like, no, I did told her that, I wouldn't mind seeing a therapist. I was like, okay, well, of course I want my child to have that opportunity, because like, I don't want her to feel ashamed for even asking about it. You know what I mean?
Awesome,
But
Queen.
you know what I
right?
mean? I definitely want her to definitely, because again, having a way to let it out is important for everybody. Like my way of letting
Absolutely.
it out is smoking and just mentally just, having a conversation with myself. Now she's
Yeah.
17, she can't smoke and have no conversation with herself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
At least not in
I
the
don't want her
house.
to
She
do that yet.
can't.
At least I don't want her to do that yet. At least I don't want her
Right.
to do that yet. You know what I'm
You know
Right.
saying?
what?
But again, you
Mhm.
get what I'm saying, that having the promotion of mental health all around the board, like the shunning of that needs to stop. Like we
Thank you,
can't,
Queen. I
we
appreciate you for
absolutely
that.
cannot.
I'm
Word.
very adamant about the
That's good.
fact that, especially for young men growing up, they teach us a lot of things and how to be a lot of different ways. Nobody teaches you how to deal with the biggest pain you're going to experience in your life, which is going to be a broken heart or
Conflict,
somebody.
yeah.
So when you're 30 years old and you experience that and you're not prepared, I don't care what you have done in life, what you have built. Being broken is gonna fucking break you unless you
It's
are
going to fuck with you.
for that. And then because you are a man, a 27, 32-year-old man, you have to now hide that from the rest of the men that you interact with every single day, which puts more pressure on you, which like all of these things, and you're not knowing that half of those men are going through the same thing. Their wives fucking hate them. They're fucking cheating. They feel like they're gonna lose their job. Like all these
Pressure
things
to provide.
we have to perform. We have to show up and perform every time, no matter what we're doing, whether it be work, dadding, sexing, mowing the lawn. We have to show up and we have to perform, and we have to perform. Like when I mow a lawn, I gotta mow a lawn how this fucking dweeb white fucking guy mowed the lawn next door with his lines perfectly back and forth this way. Because if I don't do it that way, I failed at mowing the lawn today. I have to have my kid looking exactly how the rest of the kids in the neighborhood look. Like if he plays basketball, his jump shot he has to get playing time. When we lay down in bed together, I have to perform. I have to make sure you're satisfied. I have to satisfy myself. I have to, it's constant. I gotta perform.
We see, the thing about us is that we both have our pressures, and I think that, but there's kind of like this thing where we don't, just as there's shit that's not fair for women, there's shit that's not fair for men that we do all the time, and that we teach our kids without even realizing it. And so it needs to be said where there has to be supportive spaces, there has to be conversations, because we've seen the tragedy that comes with people bottling shit up. We don't have to make this up. We only have 5 minutes left. Can you please tell us how we can like support your business? Oh my gosh, my lipstick is dripping. My bad.
All right, so
tell us all about it. Yeah,
come on. Society events. This has really become like my networking magic. But what it really is a consumption station that I do for parties and events, and it has all flameless. So I have different devices for dabbing, for dry herb burners, for flour, and then what I call a vapor bar, which is a unique way of consuming through a cup, which is kind of like a classy way of being out, getting drink from a bar. I am going through a period where I'm rebranding High Society right now. I'm trying to gear it toward a different. I'm trying to go a different route with it. Maybe start doing more like bridal events and bridal showers, and just pushing it towards weddings and more cannabis friendly weddings.
Shit, tis the season.
There's a market.
Don't forget the daddy I started about 2 years ago with my buddy back in New York, Mason. And it really formed from two men being broken down by a lifetime of shit we just went through this whole hour with. And realizing that the more we talk to each other, the more we help each other. And there's a long-term goal with that as well, because my big passion is society, period. And we're divided as a society, as men and women. So I have a goal of, focusing on men's groups and women's groups with the purpose of coming together with like a quarterly town hall type deal, I
fucking love it.
And really getting to the bottom of issues and the division, because that's how our whole society is gonna grow.
Working together. That's some high society shit.
That sounds and that sounds dope, because it could be definitely something different than what we have now, where it's just about discussing, who got more points and who as far as men versus women. Because like a lot of what you're talking about, that's not how we join together, by figuring out who can do more dirt on who. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? Like this ain't, you know what I mean? Like who, and discussing
unification.
No, it's about
Right.
unification and shit.
That
It's
part.
about being real with people. And of course,
Yeah.
definitely telling the motherfucking truth. And yes, of course, we're gonna make sure and put your information in the description so that people can follow you. You know what I mean? And yes,
Love you,
we're gonna make
Daryl.
sure we're gonna make sure and let people know to check you out. And of course,
Absolutely.
follow us. Definitely subscribe to our show in Harlem
Cash App. Get that
Sunday.
Cash App, baby.
And yes, and definitely support our show by hitting the Cash App and buying our merch, buying some rolling papers.
I wish you could be at our live show on the 19th.
Yeah, because I was going to invite you, and then when you hit me with the you live in Denver, I was like, oh shit,
yeah,
you can't come.
It's all good.
But yo,
we still love you.
I'm probably gonna be in Houston. Then I start a new job. I go out to Houston this week.
Okay. Safe travels to you, sir. We appreciate your time and your gems.
Congratulations.
And your sexiness, because I'm gonna throw that in there. Can you just give the people one good pussy eating technique while we get out? Just
I'm gonna give you the master technique, and I read this in a book when I was about 11 years old, and it has never failed me. So I'm assuming that everybody knows where the clit is, and everybody knows where the G spot is. So with your tongue on the clit, while first simultaneously finding that G spot, and with the right rhythm, you spell out your ABCs with your tongue on the clit.
Oh shit!
And most times you're not gonna make it past G before she comes.
Warning. The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made. All opinions and train of thoughts are welcomed here and protected by the First Amendment and the Ranters Union.
Right, hey, you ain't the only one with some updates. You ain't the only one with some upgrades over there, okay? Shout out producers.
Because right away
you got me hot. Shout out to our producers, Paper Posh. I love you, girl. We love you.
Yes, definitely. Shout out to the producers. They are always on time.
I think it's hot everywhere. Everything's hot now.
And she is bothered. We need to end the show.
Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. DJ Dr. Hollywood.
Yes, indeed.
Love y'all.
Love you too, Daryl. Thank you.
And on that note, motherhood sex marijuana,
the mother
building.
And don't forget the daddy.
Don't forget the daddy.
Yeah.
And whoever I call daddy, I love you, boo.
High society events, definitely. Yes. Okay. See, there you go. No, you're not involved.
They want me to be honest. The people want the honesty.
But they want you to be honest. They don't want me to be honest on that. You need to chill. Because now all of a sudden, I'm on the sideline like, who, me? No, I don't know nothing. Like, what is he talking about?
Guilty as charged right here. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. Tell your mama, your baby mamas, your side chicks.
Definitely be in the building next week because our shit's going live. It's gonna be a lifestyle moment, like Popcorn said. Lifestyle moment.
Motherhood is a journey, every step profound. Balancing love and life with wisdom unbound. Late nights and early dawns, challenges to face. Yet in every moment, there's a tender embrace. Talk to me, let's explore, see where motherhood meets the green sun. Empowerment, love, and stories untold. On this ebbing path, watch the tales unfold. The joys and struggles intertwine. A dance unique, one of a kind. Amidst the cloud of smoke, thoughts fly. Together we rise, reaching for the sky. Under the stars, our spirits unite. Conversations flow from day into night. Healing and laughter as we ignite. Motherhood, sex and marijuana inside. Talk to me.